Hello again, everyone. Age of June here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. This one's going to be a team game, which I've been saying I wanted to cast for a while now. Looks like the past five or so days, the teams have actually been doing a decent number of games, so I'm actually able to go ahead and spectate one. I mean, they're not playing it right now, but I was able to look on op.gg and see if I could find one, and I did indeed finally find one. Not all of them are recorded, but this one, thankfully, was. So it showed you the two teams there. The tags are X-Muppy and Toxley. So that should be pretty interesting. They're both obviously challenger teams. And that, of course, is going to be pretty exciting. A actual team game between the challengers. Honestly, that's the kind of thing I really want to see more of. Because, like I said, it's got that teamwork thing that you don't actually see so much. So I didn't really care who it was. I just cared that they were fairly high up on the challenger tier and that they actually had recent games, which thankfully both of these guys do. So far, it's not looking like we're going to see any sort of lane swap, though we do have Lucian coming up for actually not all that deep of a ward. So they're not doing anything like LCS wards, although Jarvan may actually be doing so. He's walking up here. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it. No, he's just going to ward up the river. So now, we're not actually going to see anything from there, and this is, of course, the deepest ward here. So we're not actually going to be seeing any sort of deep wards from these teams. Honestly, not all that surprising. You don't tend to see that until the LCS and stuff, just because it's a lot more, I don't know. I guess it's a lot more skill-oriented, and it just, well, you'd think the higher challengers would be able to do it as well. But I guess that neither of these two teams really feels the need to. Although, actually, Thresh did just come up here and go ahead and ward this. So that is actually something there. And actually, he's taking some damage there. He needs to watch out. Interestingly, I get to see a Zac game. I recently played a Zac game for anybody who follows my replay, my actual gameplay videos. And I did not do so hot. It was, yeah. Early game, I feel I did pretty well. But as it seems to be a lot for me in the jungle, once it comes to late game, I start sucking. And I'm never sure exactly why or what I'm doing wrong. All I know is I am doing something wrong. Interestingly, the bot lane for the blue team did not give this guy a leash at all. So he's had to go ahead and solo this red buff by himself, which is actually going to slow him down somewhat from the gobbledygook. But honestly, it didn't even slow him down that much thanks to the fact that Lee Sin does have that faster wave clear. He did take more damage. So he's at 2 potions now, whereas Zac has 3. And of course, Zac himself has some killer regen. But either way, he did that. That's what I do that. I am pretty happy about that. Lee Sin's going to come up, but he is going to be picked up by the ward, and Zac immediately backs off. And Lee Sin sees that happening, so he knows this is warded. So he's got to watch out here. Does not want to get collapsed on by the enemies. And in the meantime, looks like there was actually a first blood down bottom already. Thresh hanging out in this bush, wanting to get a hook, I guess. And he hit level 2 and immediately went in, got the hook on Nami. And of course the Flay came out as well, and she went down fast. Thresh actually flashed for it. This is Daydreaming, so a lot of people know him by now, I'm sure. I'm reasonably certain he used to be on Coast. Not 100% certain though. I seem to remember that. They were one of the teams I didn't follow quite as closely as the rest. But alright, we're going to take a look at the players here while we're holding around. We've got a Jarvan top, played by Sunzuri, versus Mundo, played by Daijurger. Daijurger? Ooh. Who stole that? Alright, it actually did go to Lee Sin, and he's doing a decent amount of damage here to the Zac. In comes LeBlanc as well, and they pop his passive. I think they might be able to go ahead and take him out. He's got one bloblet left, and he does go down, and Lee Sin actually makes sure to give that kill there to the LeBlanc, which is definitely going to help her out a lot. She's got the blue buff from that, and she's got the kill. So, oh, and she's about to get another one. Bye, Ziggs. Yeah, you were way too far out for how low you were. And yeah, that's going to really help to snowball this lane right there, that little bit. Down the bot lane, looks like Vayne's taking even more damage. Nami, of course, is back into lane, and she did start with that heal. Finally got her level 2 now, so she's going to be able to disengage a little better. But at the same time, They've got to watch out. There we go. They are going for this Vayne. And nice bubble means they had already turned back. But it did actually bubble them there. And they were definitely not able to do anything. And she's able to get a little harass on them. She actually started with a Spell Thief's Edge, which is fairly common for Nami, honestly. That's what I always start. Alright. So, mid lane, we've got Yahoo.com playing LeBlanc versus Luzik playing the Ziggs. Nami is getting bullied again. Having a pretty tough time, this Nami is. Alright, down the bot lane, we've got Lucian, played by XDG Otter, versus Crass, playing the Vayne. The supports, Thresh, played by Daydreamin, as I mentioned a second ago, and a Pro Moo. A Pro Moo. Really? I wonder if it actually is Afromoo. There is another dead... Nah, it's definitely not Afromoo. That's another dead Nami, and she is just having a bad time this game. Alright, finally the jugglers. Decrupt is the Lee Sin, and Skadoodle is the Zac. Oh, nice hook onto the Vayne there. She is actually okay for now, but the Lee Sin lands the Q. He goes in for the kill, and she is dead. These guys couldn't get it because neither one of them could take a single tower shot. They did not want to give a kill there to that Vayne. But with Lee Sin coming in from behind, yeah, that was easy enough. Again, Ziggs is low compared to what I really feel he should be, and he's going to pay for it yet again. There we go. Down he goes. She does get ignited. He gets the ignite off on her. But she's high enough up in health that she's going to be fine here. There's the LeBlanc clone walking away. Goes down. She's going to shove this up, and he's going to miss out on a little bit more CS. He's got double orange right now. She actually started with simply Crystalline Flask. She's finally going to go back now, and she's going back with 2,000 gold. That's in needs the large rod if she wants it. I'm not sure exactly what she goes to. Yeah, that's exactly what she goes for. Needs the large rod. Nice interrupt there. And the bot lane for the blue team went back as well. They're going to be coming back. Relic Shield for the Thresh, as well as a Sightstone and Boots. So yeah, that's actually going to help him quite a bit. The Nami, on the other hand, still only has her Frost Fang. She did actually get it to level 2, which is good. But that's about it. It's about all she has. She's also got her biscuits and stuff, but that's not really going to make too much of a difference. Mundo, in the meantime, is bullying the Jarvan off lane. And oh, he's just healing up with his ulti there. Oh, nice job. That Ziggs is yet again really close to being dead. He needs help. But I don't know. Zac is just... I feel he's weak. I don't know for sure. But when I played him, I definitely felt very weak. I was able to get some decent ganks off and stuff. But obviously it's not paying off for them this game. As he's not been able to pressure pretty much any lane. I don't think I've seen a gank from him yet. And if so, it didn't go well at all. And it's really showing, too, because we've had some ganks coming in from Lee Sin, which obviously not surprising. Lee Sin he's a pretty hardcore ganker. But the fact that we're not seeing really anything coming in from the... Yeah, another dead Ziggs. Coming in from the Zac, it really goes to show why he's regarded as somewhat weak. I mean, he's not able to do anything. He's going to come across this Lee Sin, and Lee Sin's going to be able to bully him off. He might be able to smite steal this. He did indeed. Lee Sin used Smite a little bit too early and ended up just jipping himself out of that blue buff, as well as the gold, of course. And now the red team is actually reacting here. Nice bubble from Nami lands. In goes the Zac, and he is actually probably going to be able to take down this Lee Sin. He puts the shield on himself, though, so I actually could be wrong. Nami's going to go down thanks to LeBlanc. Lee Sin forced the flash on the wall. In comes Jarvan. Jarvan takes him down, though, and he actually does finally go down, which is great for the red team. Except for the fact that was their first kill. It's currently 8-1, and that was their first kill. Jarvan teleported in. Ooh, in goes the Zac. He's still level 5, so we don't have the ult coming out. Nice hook there, lands onto him. Does he have his passive? I'm not sure if he has his passive or not. But Ziggs is actually taking a ton of damage here from the culling, and these two people were able to bully the rest of the team off. And does he have his passive? He does have his passive, so he actually would have survived, sort of, had he gotten hit by many more shots. But not gonna matter. In goes the Mundo. Gonna be... Oh, that was close. I was about to say the Jarvan's gonna be saved there by the Nami. And for a second there, I thought it wasn't gonna be. Had he hit that cleaver, that Jarvan would have been dead. Now Vayne's going in onto the Mundo. Slow lands from Nami. Unfortunately, she misses her bubble on the Thresh. She gets flayed. Flashes over the box, though, and she actually might be okay here. Indeed, she is. Zac tries to go in. Out comes the ult there from Ziggs. Finishes off that Thresh, but obviously they want to get something more than just Thresh out of this. And it looks like that is exactly what they are not going to get, as they're forced to go to this tower and defend it. Blue team has so much vision right now, they know exactly how safe they are. And, of course, you see Lee Sin up here just counter-jungling this red, and Zac's not going to be able to do that. Zac is coming into the enemy jungle to go ahead and try to counter jungle, but obviously the enemy red's already gone, so he's getting nothing out of it. And he's just gonna sadly walk away. If he's wise, he'll check this bush, but a lot of people don't, and indeed he did not. So that pink ward is going to continue standing. And now blue buff, it seems, is actually going to LeBlanc over here, and that's going to make life really unpleasant here for Ziggs. He didn't get his own blue buff because Zac was forced to steal it. And that means that this definitely puts this lane in the lead there for LeBlanc, because she is a mana hog. And that doesn't pick it up, so he's not going to know. Vayne's coming to help. But yeah, she's a mana hog, and now with her having blue buff, she's going to have that increased cooldown reduction as well as that massive mana boost. And she's going to have a really good time, whereas Ziggs is going to have to play super cautious. He's going to have to CS from long range, and honestly, I have a feeling he's not going to be able to do it properly. As, yeah, he's already taken half of his life there. There's really not much he can do. If she can lock this up, or even without it, honestly, she can go ahead and keep that. And he's actually shoving, unfortunately, thanks to that bouncing bomb. It hit just wrong. And luckily for him, she is also shoving, but she did make him miss that, but it's not going to matter. Nice. And Lee Sin's able to go ahead and solo that dragon by himself. Thresh and the Lucian keeping these guys stuck under tower. And unfortunately for the Nami, though her bubble did hit, they didn't hit her first. So no damage was done by that tower. It just resulted in a floating Lucian. No big deal. And now Lee Sin's coming in for the gank. Things are about to get really unpleasant for these guys. Daydream is probably going to be the first to engage, and then probably going to throw his lantern over his shoulder. And there's the lantern. Not going to be able to catch this. Nice bubble there, but the Q lands on her, and she actually does end up going down. Vayne tries to save, didn't end up happening. That was slightly too late. Very nice Q there from the Lee Sin. I'm pretty sure that was a max range Q too. So he actually barely landed that. There's a good attempt at an escape by the Nami there. Using that bubble just was not quite right. And now Zac is going to go down as well. His passive is down at least. Jarvan will probably be able to save him, however. Unless... Okay, I thought she might actually choose to jump over that wall for a second there. She decided not to, and she is actually going to let him live. But his passive's down. Which means in a team fight, he's going to be having a really bad time. He's definitely going to be weak. Ooh, stuff happening now. Stuff is happening. Alright, so Thresh is here. Does not, I believe, see the Ziggs. Oh, maybe he does. Lands the hook on him, goes in. The Flay comes out as well. Thresh goes down, but Lucian was actually able to do enough damage that the Ignite from Thresh secured the kill. However, Lucian goes down to Nami. So that ends up being a 2-for-1, and Vayne's going to be able to get some free farm out of this. In the meantime, of course, Mundo and LeBlanc are both saying, "Hey, Jarvan, how's it going?" And Jarvan's like, "No, please." Oh, he goes in for the ulti onto LeBlanc, who immediately jumps out of it. She's fine. In goes Zac, who does not have his passive, as we mentioned earlier, and he just ended up dying as well. That right there is me. That is how I died like 3 times in my game the other day. I went to go save somebody, and it was a stupid thing. And that's how it was. That's how it happened to me. Alright. That bubble not going to land, but she does land the slow there, and LeBlanc's actually going to have to watch out here. Gets pretty low. She's going to be fine, though, unless they're able to catch her. She's going to go for that blue buff. Gonna grab it. Actually, Lee Sin got it, amusingly. And Ziggs says, "Hey!" But no. Don't know if she'll be able to get out of this one. I think she will, though. Lee Sin going in onto the Nami. Nami's going to be able to escape. Lands the slow. Just kidding. He finishes her off, but he may go down. Yeah, he goes down to the Vayne, which is not good news for them. But at the same time, I mean, they're so far ahead. Honestly, I can't see Vayne being able to come back from that anytime soon. It may happen late game, because Vayne, of course, is a super monster late game. But honestly, I can't see them making it to late game. In comes the Mundo with a teleport gank going in. Zac just barely gets over that wall, but nice flash to dodge the cleaver. But unfortunately for you, Mundo has really low cooldowns on that cleaver. Yeah, he ends up going down anyway. Now Ziggs is in a little bit of trouble. Gets hit by the cleaver, and he goes down as well to that Mundo, thanks to a very nice Thresh grab. These guys are here to defend it. Nami and Vayne not going to be able to do too much, and they may be able to prevent the tower from going down. I kind of doubt it, though. They're definitely being pressured too far off. Another cleaver lands onto the Nami there. This Mundo is on point with his cleavers. And in the meantime, I'm not actually sure what Jarvan was doing exactly. Tower does end up going down. Vayne gets hit, and she's going to go down. In comes that Nami disengaged with the wave, but it's way too late for that. Vayne got hit by that death sentence, and it definitely was a death sentence for her. She didn't actually pop the box, though, amusingly. Ooh, Jarvan, you better watch out. He gets hit by the chain, and he is going down. Ziggs got a kill on Thresh. Not gonna matter. His ally died as well. And that Nami ult is now down, so she's not gonna be able to do that disengage anymore. Nice dodge of the chains, though, so that's definitely a good side for her. And now the blue team's gonna go ahead and back off from the looks of it. Yep, they indeed are. And yeah, if we take a look at the items here for the AD carries, as well as the CS, 57 to 118 for CS. And this guy's already got his Blade of the Rune King. She still has her Bilgewater Cutlass, as well as the 2 daggers. So she's almost to Blade of the Rune King status. But that's not good enough when your enemy is already on Blade of the Rune King and a dagger. So yeah, she's definitely way behind. You can't be surprised. Ooh, nice hook onto Zac. Not gonna matter though. He's gonna go over the wall, and Zac says, no. Just leaves him in the dust. Meantime, though, they're going in on this Lucian. He jumps over the wall, and in goes the LeBlanc and just deletes them. Nami goes down again, and now Red Team is yet again forced to retreat here. Ziggs is gonna go down. Zac goes in, and kill actually went fresh on Ziggs there. Vayne's able to take down the Lucian, but of course they are all here, and they are all low. And the entire blue team is here, except, of course, for the dead Lucian. Jarvan probably not going to get out of this. Lee Sin's coming around from behind. Jarvan's going to get some CS. He's going to keep one wave off of this tower. But honestly, even had he gone back before all those spam pings came in, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have been dead because Lee Sin was already up here, and he would have been able to take that Jarvan down. So I can kind of understand why the Jarvan chose to stay there. He knew he was dead anyway, and he figured, oh, that's another dead Ziggs. He figured he could go ahead and just get some CS out of it, possibly do some wave clear to make sure that tower didn't take quite as much damage as it otherwise would. And Nami's dead again. That LeBlanc is ridiculous at clearing Nami's. Wave clear, man. Wave clear. Alright, lots of wards here. Nice little bit of ward bait there from Thresh. Not going to be too big of a deal, though. He misses the grab. Mundo's coming in, possibly. I don't think that would be a good idea. He's just going to go ahead and grab that. Okay, they do get that. For a second there, I was worried. Meantime, though, Lucian's like, hey, guys, how's it going? I'm taking down your tower, and that tower is gone. Just kidding. It's not gone yet, but it's just about there. Oh, in comes the LeBlanc, deletes Jarvan, and nice dodge of the bubble there. LeBlanc's still hanging around. In goes the Zac. Not going to be able to do too much to her. His ulti is not up. So, I mean, even if he did catch her, not going to be able to do too much. Slow lands on Mundo, but obviously he's pretty dangerous. Nice bubble, and the Ignite comes out as well, so this ulti's not healing as much as he would like. But, doesn't matter because the enemy team's not doing anything to him, so he's going to be fine. Ignite is gone now. Ooh, in goes the Lee Sin. Gonna get hit by that bubble. He's gonna die here, finally. That is shutdown gold for Nami. The LeBlanc came in, but immediately jumped back out. Oh, the hook lands on Vayne. She goes down as well. Out comes the culling. Does quite a bit of damage to Ziggs, actually. In goes the Jarvan. Not such a good idea. And he's going to go down as well. Zac goes in to try to save. His ulti is off cooldown, or on cooldown, I mean. In comes the wave from Nami. Not going to be enough. Zac is dead. Just kidding. There's his passive. Now he's dead. And Ziggs is doing his best to harass them away, but it's not going to be enough. What are you doing? Oh, if she has a heal, doesn't matter, she's gonna be fine. And what is Thresh doing? He's dying. That's what he's doing. Giving vision. No, actually, he had a ward there, so I guess he came in onto the Ziggs. Gave a little bit of vision. I'm kind of confused why she didn't heal. Oh, she probably didn't have mana. That's probably what that was. So she was just sitting there laughing because she couldn't do anything else. Mundo is so low right now. I would not be surprised to see Vayne actually go for this, and Mundo says, haha, ulti, and I'm out. And yeah, he is. Saw the Jarvan come in, immediately ulted. And they knew it was just a bait. If they go for that, there's probably going to be somebody popping out. Most likely a LeBlanc, who's now going for this blue buff again. Dang. Life sucks for the red team right now, that's for sure. And that's going to be a dead Nami. Just kidding. Dead Vayne. Oh man, she's still alive. Is it? Yeah, she's going to go down. She actually goes down to Mundo though with that cleaver. And in the meantime, Ziggs got shoved out with that kick. He's dead too. This one goes to LeBlanc. And this is probably GG. 11-0-7. LeBlanc. Yeah. She can just annihilate anyone. She already has DFG, Void Staff, and her Sorcerer's Boots. So she's having a grand old time here. Ziggs obviously did not. Not at all. She dodges the bubble. She goes in for Nami. Nami is gone. Okay, that Ignite was enough to take her down. I figured it would be, but had she had a heal, which she'd already used, but I had it come off cooldown slightly sooner, she might have been okay. In comes the Ziggs ult to clear this. They don't care. They're going to take this tower anyway. In the meantime, Mundo is just keeping them away. He may end up going down, though. He does go down. That is finally shutdown gold there for the Zac, actually. Not going to be big enough, but it definitely is going to help. Definitely is going to help. Another hook misses, actually. Daydream has actually been really on point with his hooks. Vayne's going to go down to the culling. Yep, final shot of the culling's able to take her down. Nobody was there to shield her. And these guys are actually just kind of playing around over here. Lucian's now on a hunt for a Ziggs. Who got hooked by a hook? He's going to be dead. Yep, he's dead. That almost hit. Had that hit, that would have been a dead Lucian as well. But no, did not hit. And he is still alive. Nami is the only one alive there for the red team. And they're not having a good time at all. Not at all. Lucian looks like he's just going to come on down here and farm this wave up a little bit. He's honestly not afraid. Not at all. He knows the red team can't do anything to him. I mean, technically they could, but they're going to be so afraid right now that they're probably not going to be willing to. Nami's going at him. Oh man, she is actually going at him. He's got to watch out. Gets hit by the icy... What is that thing? Frost Queen's Claim. Lands the slow. He is still alive though. Nice activation of Youmuu's, and he's going to be able to get out of this fine. Goodbye. Ignite was not enough to finish him off. Vayne was slightly too slow, especially with that Youmuu's. And Mundo is actually harassing Baron from outside the pit. Baron's just throwing little globs at him. Whatever, jerk. Quit being mean to me. Vayne's just CSing over here. Revealed herself. She's got to watch out. No big deal, though. She's actually safe right now. And these guys are going through, clearing wards, getting that vision control. Well, not so much getting the vision control. They've had the vision control. They're just enhancing it. And that is another deletion there by the LeBlanc. Ziggs didn't stand a chance. She came in. I believe she jumped over the wall and double Q'd him thanks to her ulti. And that was enough to finish him off right there. I believe she also used her... she used DFG. But honestly, that's no big deal. Well, cooldown-wise, that's no big deal. It obviously is a big deal when it comes to the damage, however. Oh, nice attempt there. It doesn't matter. She goes down to LeBlanc. These guys should be able to wrap this up pretty soon here. I highly doubt that the red team's going to be able to stall this for much longer. They're taking down the inhib tower. It's going to go down really shortly here. Except he's going for the minions instead of the tower. They're going for kills. They don't care about the tower. They want the kills. They're actually just kind of bullying these guys around. Look at this. Mundo's over here chilling around. Having a grand old time. LeBlanc's here. Also just chilling around. They're not going for the towers at all. And that is a dead Zac. She actually got him. Did she get him on the fountain? Really? There you go. He's hanging around just off the fountain. She jumps in. Yeah. Didn't have to go on the fountain herself, but she did end up taking him down pretty much right on it. Ziggs is being very on the run, and yeah, they're just kind of going for the BM here. Vayne actually did get a kill on the Mundo thanks to the fountain there, so they've got to watch out a little bit, but nothing too big. Nami's being really afraid. Nice grab there from Daydream, and again, this Vayne goes down. The Ziggs actually got Thresh, but obviously Thresh from Vayne, not really a good thing. And now Lucian's going to go in. Down goes the Ziggs again. This was the Lucian. Meantime, Jarvan is split pushing like a boss. He is actually taking this tower. Gonna force them to go back for it. He's not gonna be able to get the inhib. I think he'll get the tower, however. It's kind of iffy though because there is a LeBlanc here, and she's gonna be able to force him off. Yeah, he saw her go back, and he walked away. He's now going back. They did manage to take down this tower finally, and now they're going for the inhib. All that split pushing he just did, he got a couple towers out of it, but he's not going to be able to get this, and it's going to heal up long before he gets back from what I've seen. And there's actually the blue team pinging this Baron. Hey, why not? I mean, they're so far ahead. Same time, super far ahead. Those are the times that, you know, certain teams like to throw. Not to mention any names. Actually, to be fair, the teams that I was referencing actually have not done so recently. Ooh, she goes in for another deletion. Vayne just goes away. She is so powerful right now. They have nothing they can do. She's got her decap now. She's just able to destroy all the things. He is now shoving again. He may be able to get back to that tower before it goes down, but I kind of doubt it. And Lucian, in the meantime, is shoving down here as well. These guys are going for that solo Baron. Mundo's tanking it up. Does he have ult? He does have ult. He just used it. Another deletion there from the LeBlanc, taking down that Nami again. And now we've got an epic battle between the two tanks. Jarvan's going to go down there, I think. Nope. Just kidding. Just kidding. Lee Sin goes down to the Jarvan. Jarvan forced to fall back, though, because he's a little too weak. Mundo just about died, but he didn't die. And they know he's going back here, but obviously he's not going to be there by the time they get there. He is safely back home. Managed to solo that Lee Sin, which is great for him. But I don't know that it's going to be enough. They have 44 to 13. That is a 20k difference. And this LeBlanc is just continuing to bully that Nami. Nami came over to ward, and Blanc said, no, you don't get to ward this. Just immediately deleted her off the map. One round, and she's deleting anybody. The only one she might not be able to delete would be, I would say, Jarvan. We've already seen her delete the Zac, and he's having, there's nothing he could do about it. Jarvan, I think, might be able to stand up for one round, but he's dead to Lucian. So, that's not going to happen. He's actually building more damage. He's got Yomu's, a recurve bow. He got the Negatron cloak to fight against the LeBlanc, but other than that, he's actually building a surprisingly large amount of damage, and I'm not actually sure why. They're not going to take down that ward. Ooh, nice pop-up there by the Ziggs. Not going to matter too much. Thresh can take a couple shots there. The bubble lands, though. Out comes the ulti. Does hit the Thresh. Does not matter. Mundo gonna... Actually, he got pretty close to going down there. And these guys are just tanking these towers. They took this one already. Another bubble lands. Landed on two of them. In goes the Zac, followed immediately by the ult. And we see pretty much no damage coming out from that. Vayne's here to do what she can, and what she can is die to LeBlanc, who's now godlike. Yahoo.com, man. You gotta watch out for Yahoo.com. And that is another death for the Zac. Oh, Nami dies again, this time to Thresh. They're gonna take down this tower, and that's going to be the end, although they're actually just kinda hanging around for the moment. Gonna go back. Doing the BM thing. Oh, down goes Thresh. Gonna go buy some items. Another tower goes down. Jarvan is still shoving this. He's gonna go for this inhib here. Forced to jump back, though, by that Lee Sin. I think he might come out behind in this one now. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They finally ended this over here. And that's gonna be GG. So on the plus side, we gotta cast a ranked 5s. On the minus side, it was kind of a stomp. That was like a one-sided battle all around. But, you know, maybe that's how a lot of the 5s are. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, and hopefully I'll be able to cast some more of these. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.